What's going on, fam? It's your big brother Tran. You tuned in again to another video. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to move to Thailand from the United States of America. How to move to Thailand from the USA. But I'm also gonna tell you just, how to get out the country. If you in the United States right now and you wanna travel abroad, you wanna go out the country, go somewhere you ain't never seen before, I'm about to basically just tell you how to do just that, okay? But specifically, I'm gonna focus on Thailand in this video because, as you know, if you already subscribed to my channel, you already know I'm in a moving process right now where I will be in Thailand very soon, okay? So make sure you stay subscribed to my channel. You don't wanna miss all them videos I'm gonna make while I'm out there in Southeast Asia. And yeah, so let's get down into this video, man. Make sure you comment below and let me know your thoughts on this video topic. The reason why I'm making this video is because I got a lot of people that commented on some of my recent videos. They want to move out the country too. And I've seen a lot of people say, I'm not able to do it. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck. And it was just a lot of negative energy in the comment section when I made that last video about moving to Thailand. Folks, I just want to go ahead and inform you. If you choose to make a comment on my videos on my channel, okay, try to make sure you keep it positive, okay? Because YouTube is cracking down on lengthy comments or, people who are sending comments that are going in opposition to the material that they're watching, okay? So YouTube is going against negative comments, okay? Just like they got rid of the thumbs down button, YouTube is trying to promote a positive platform. So if you posting comments on videos, stuff that the content creator probably don't even agree with, and you clearly read the title and know what was about to be stated in that video, you wasting your time and you are potentially at a chance of getting blocked. Okay, so if you can't see your comments in the comment section, you probably have made some toxic comments in the past, and you probably got blocked from any channel. That's what they're doing lately. That's what they've been doing lately. I've been noticing, okay? So don't come to me about, I can't comment, Trent. Hey, don't even waste your time trying to be negative. Just try to get your point across by being in your feelings, okay? Just let it go and just watch another video. There's millions of videos out here. Let's get down into this video topic though, because I want to help y'all understand how easy it really is to move out of the United States of America, folks. Listen. The United States of America is not the only place on earth, okay? The United States of America is not the most beautiful place on the earth, folks. I just want to go ahead and tell you, okay? There is an abundance of rainforests, waterfalls, way more tropical places, way more places that look like oases in the world, folks, that you have yet to discover. They do not advertise that here on commercials in America because they do not want you to go to another country. No country advertises another country while you're in that country. That country is a business. Every country is like a business. They want to keep you there, okay? So if you have the notion to want to travel out of the country, you probably heard about it by someone else like me, or probably heard about it in a magazine or something like that. Maybe you watched a YouTube video, another YouTube video showing you what it's like in these other countries. Folks, and it's nice in these other countries, man. That's one thing I came to realize. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm like, there are different things that I want for myself that are not in America. You get what I'm saying? And everybody's different. Some people love the United States of America. Some people like to spend their whole life working here till they like 90 years old and then they retire. Some people like that lifestyle. Some people like to go to the grocery stores and pay like $3 for a tomato. Some people really don't mind doing it every week. Not me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Thailand because the cost of living is dirt cheap. The cost of living in Thailand is like $19.95 in the United States of America, or it was. You know what I mean? In Thailand, and you living way better. The food is more healthier. They have culture. They have diversity. It's not always about paying a bunch of bills every day when you wake up. It's not even about going to work every day to try to make a living. Especially if you're from America, you definitely won't have that problem over there in Thailand. So the first thing you need in order to go out of the country or to go to Thailand is you need a passport, okay? Let me go ahead and tell you folks, it is very easy to obtain a passport. It is not rocket science. It's not trigonometry. You don't have to be intelligent or nothing. Only thing you need to get a United States passport is you need to fill out the form online, okay? Or print the form out. It's called a DT11 form. A DT11 form, okay? And then not only that, you gotta be a U.S. citizen, okay? You can't be like nobody that we don't know, like an illegal immigrant or something. You gotta be a citizen, and you gotta provide proof of citizenship, like your address of where you stayed or something like that. You know what I mean? You also need a photo ID. Okay, they just basically want to see that you are a citizen of the United States of America and that is really you on the ID that they see in person. And then you just simply fill out the application fee, which is $130. But it's $30 extra if it's your first time ever getting a passport. So that takes us to $160 for your first time application fee. So if you don't have a passport, you probably gonna end up paying $160 for your passport booklet. Okay, it's a booklet. Okay, I don't have mine around me right now, but it's a booklet. It looks very nice, and it's just cool to have it. And so again, DT11 form, you gotta fill it out. You must be a United States citizen. You must provide proof of your citizenship, like where you stay. It's a mail with your address on it, photo ID. And then you got to pay the application fee, and it should come to you within like 2 weeks, your passport. Not unless you get it expedited or something. They might have them type of options for you in your city or something. You can get it expedited. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. I went and did mine a while back, and it came in my mail like, shoot, it was like 3 weeks later. Boom, just got it like that. Boom. You know what I mean? I only used mine once though. But this is what I also want to touch on. For those of you who work and have a job and you can't get out of your job or whatever, yes, you can. You don't have to work. Only reason why you working so hard to maintain your living standards and stuff like that, like, it's because you're trying to pay bills, because this is the American dream. You know what I mean? That's what they tell you. That's how it is here in America. The cost of living in America has skyrocketed so high that you have to go to work just to make sure that you can live properly, just to make sure that you can actually have a roof over your head, just to make sure that you can go back and forth from place to place, because the cost of living in America is super, super expensive nowadays, okay? Just to fill up your gas tank, it's like $20 if you just want to fill it up a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you got to understand that you only get one life to live, folks. I mean, we don't get to come back and redo it or nothing, not that I know of, you know. So take your chances, take your risks. Don't be a slave to work, okay? Don't be a slave to the American dollar, the American economy. If you don't want to be in the United States no more and you want to go and live your life in all these exotic countries that you hear about on TV and movies, and that your favorite celebrity be going to, you got to say, at some point, you got to say, all right, I don't want to do this no more. I'm about to start getting ready to leave. That's what I did. I've been doing this all my life. I've been starting stuff, stopping stuff, starting stuff, stopping stuff, because I'm never tied down to anything. You know what I mean? I'm always recreating myself to do something new. And the one thing you got to do if you at a job, you got to make up in your mind, and you got to say, I'm not going to be here no more, period. That's all you got to say. I'm not going to be here no more. And then you have to start making action towards what you're trying to do. So with me in this Thailand situation, right when my lease was up, well, around the time a few months before my lease was up, since I already knew I wanted to travel again, I said, all right, I am going to travel again. I don't want to be here. I don't want to pay a bunch of freaking bills. I want to live more, you know, I want to live a much more less expensive lifestyle, and I want to save a lot more money. So I said, let me get rid of stuff. And it's gonna hurt because it's some of your stuff that you cherish, you know what I mean? But if you realize that all this stuff that we have, it's material stuff, folks. It's just material stuff. If you think about all the stuff that you've ever received like 20 years ago, what happened to the clothes that you had 20 years ago? Probably don't even know where they went. What happened to all the jewelry that you used to have when you was in your early 20s or teens? You don't even know, right? Because it's material. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. So what I had to do, and what you will have to do, is you have to start giving up your stuff in your place, selling it, put it on OfferUp, put it on Facebook Marketplace, give it away to your neighbors, consolidate everything. You don't need nothing to go to these places, folks, but 2 suitcases and 3 pairs of clothes, some shoes, and some your technological devices. That's it. When you get to Thailand, it's so easy to navigate Thailand. Like, everybody's riding mopeds and taking 30-cent taxis to drive them 5 miles down the street. You know what I mean? It's just totally different country if you want to go to Thailand. And so, I had to get rid of everything. I had to get rid of all the stuff that I got. Some of the stuff that I love the most, like some of my TV, normal stuff, TV, tables, dishware, clothes. I had to go get more clothes to the Goodwill. I gave clothes to the Salvation Army. I had to get rid of stuff that I spent my hard-earned money on, because you got to give up something in order to gain something. So now I don't have nothing really. I just have myself, and that's all you need. Because once you get to Thailand, you can buy everything all over again because it's so cheap. Everything is so cheap in Thailand, man. If you coming from the United States and you got the USD, you getting paid USD, you can work from anything online in Thailand and make USD in Thailand working online. And that's why I've been trying to tell y'all. It's so many jobs that you can get working online with your phone and your computer that you don't even really got to go inside of a job no more in 2025. It's just so many creative ways that you can make money online that it'll allow you to stay in a country like Thailand, and you can make money offline and get paid online, and then you can transfer that money to a Wise account or something and transfer it into whatever country's currency that you are in at the time. You know what I mean? Whatever currency of the country that you was in at the time. My bad. It was backwards. But yeah, it's not hard as people make it seem. I used to think it was like hard to go places too, until I actually got on a plane flight and I just went there and I'm like, yo, that's it. That's it. So you mean tell me I was in the air for like 14 hours and then came down and now I'm here and I can fly right back if I want? Yeah, it's that easy, Trent. But see, when you grow up around people who got limited mentalities, they'll always make it seem like something like that is just impossible to do. Go to Thailand, what? That's around the world. When it's really just a straight shot on an airplane. Only thing you need to do is take you a sleep aid, some NyQuil or something. Go to sleep. By the time you wake up, or by the time you finish watching 2 or 3 movies, you'll be there. Boom. Now you're in a place that you always wanted to be. Thailand is exotic. It's filled with nature. It's filled with good, positive people everywhere. Good, healthy foods. And just, folks, not even only when you get your passport and you go to Thailand. First of all, let me answer this question for y'all out there, because I know some of y'all like, well, you can't stay there long. Yeah, you can, bro. And again, limited mentality people. Stop thinking so negative. Stop being pessimistic. There's a will, there's always a way. You can stay in Thailand up to 60 days. That's 2 months. That's a long time, okay? And when that time almost up, only thing you gotta do is do a border run, okay? A border run is when you just, on your 57th day, you just take a trip somewhere outside of the border of Thailand. So you can go to any Southeast Asia country. You can go to Indonesia, you can go to Philippines, you can go to Laos, you can go to East Timor, Malaysia. I said that. Anyone, Indonesia, all that, Philippines, it's all the same in the same area. Take a little trip over there for a day. come right back. They'll reset your whole passport over. You can stay another 60 days. It's really that simple, folks. Or you can apply to get a DTV, which is a destination Thailand visa. Okay, it's a DTV. I think that's the abbreviation for it. Destination Thailand visa. Okay, you can apply for them, and it'll cost you about like $400 though. I think it's like $440 to get one of those, but it will extend your stay. It will extend your passport to be able to stay in Thailand for up to 180 days. Okay, which is almost like a year. Okay, so that way you won't have to go do a border run and leave wherever you staying at. You won't have to go to the border, come back and do all that. But it really, either way, it's a win-win situation. Because if you've never been to Thailand before and you do a border run, you will want to visit the other countries. I know that's what me and my boys gonna do. We're gonna check out other stuff while we out there. We ain't just gonna go out there and then hurry up and run back to the plantation in America. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna travel around and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And see what it's like in these countries that everybody talk down about. Which no, it ain't true. It's just a lot of people are discouraged and a lot of people are pessimistic about traveling. So a lot of people will try to encourage and try to persuade other people not to go there because they in a bad situation where they can't go there right now. Or at least before they started watching this video, they didn't think that they could go there. But it's really easy, okay? Like I said, the number one thing you got to do is stop feeling like you have to work at that job all the time. That job is just for you to pay bills. If you don't want to pay bills all your life, like some people being a slave to the system do, stop paying them. Plan it out. Okay, I'm not going to be in this house no more. I'm not going to be in this hotel, wherever you stay. I'm not going to be here anymore. Call your power company. Call your internet service provider. I'm getting this disconnected next month. Already tell these people, make plans. Let them know I'm cutting this off. Your car, tell your car company, go sell it back to them or do a voluntary repo or something. Whatever you got to do, folks, all this stuff you can easily get it back. You can easily get it back again. It's nothing stopping you from doing what you want to do as far as like traveling goes. It's just that you think it is because you never did it before. But for a guy who's done it before, I've been out the country before, I'll tell you, it was very easy. And I came back and I'm like, yo, I can do this again. And I'm about to do this again. I'm about to go to a different place now, but it's really very easy. It's very easy. If you got to break your lease, break it. Who cares? It ain't like you can't come back and find no place to stay in America. They got Airbnbs. They got all this stuff now. You know, that's what I'm going to be doing when I go to Thailand. I'm just going to go off Airbnb for now until I get a feel of the different places that I would like to get a place at. You know what I mean? Because everything is cheap. I told y'all my Airbnb staying out there for like a month was like $200 and something. And it looked way better than my apartment. It looked way better than my whole community in my neighborhood. Like for real, bro. It looked way better. It's way more therapeutic. It is way more exotic than where I stay at. And I'm paying 2 bands to stay in this crap. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous prices that they charge in the United States. $1,600 for an apartment. $1,200 for a studio where you don't even have privacy. Like, this is ridiculous. Think about what you can do with $1,200 if you went to Thailand. $1,200. You'll be able to go to the grocery store and get you a whole refrigerator full of foods for like $5, $10, something like that. You'll be able to go to the apparel store, get you shirts and everything for like what, like 2,000 baht, which is probably $61 USD. That's nothing. How much money you gonna spend now? $70 in USD. Now you got a whole little bit of clothes to wear with what you took over there. Now you got some food to eat. Oh, you want to go have a good time? You can't drive. You don't got no driver's license in Thailand. Okay, go get you a taxi or Uber. Guess how much they cost? Like 30 cents. Some of them free. I done looked it up. They like 30 cents. $1 to take you all the way over there. $1. Folks, this is the power of the United States dollar. Okay, the dollar is going collapsing over here, but it's still powerful in other countries. You feel me? But anyway, like I said, though, oh, I forgot to tell you this. If you do want to obtain a driver's license in a different country, such as Thailand, you got to apply for that like everything else. If you're going to go to Thailand and you want to drive, like you really have to drive your own car or whatever, you want to operate a motor vehicle, you have to apply for an international driver's license here in the States, okay? And you can't drive no mopeds out there either, not unless you got the international driver's license and the motorcycle endorsement on your license. You feel me? So it's the same way in the States. Just the same way you gotta have a license, a motorcycle license for the States and everything, you know. So you gotta make sure you go onto your local DTV, DMV or whatever, you know, your driver transportation, and you gotta let them know I want an international driver's license. And they probably gonna, if you ain't already got no license, they're gonna make you, of course, they're gonna make you take the written test, they're gonna make you take the road test, and you gotta be 18 years, of course, but 18 years old. But if you probably don't, if you don't already got your license, if you already got your license, then they probably just gonna make you pay for an international driver's license, which ain't nothing, okay? And if you in a different country already, if you in Thailand already, and you want to get a driver's license, boom, do it online. Back at home, go to the website for the one back at home. Boom, have them FedEx it and send it to you out in Thailand. Folks, this stuff is not hard, okay? So I'm hoping I'm answering y'all questions from the comment section when I'm seeing what I'm seeing out there. People were like thinking like it's super hard, it's very expensive to travel. Just know when you leave in America, it's gonna get cheap. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. If you want to travel abroad and go to different countries outside of America, chances are most countries is going to be way cheaper than America is. America, the most expensive country. So you saving money if you decide to go to another country. You ain't spending it. You giving up all this material stuff. You giving up your car. You giving up the freaking apartment that's taking you in a hole when you ain't even making no real investment off of it. Okay. You don't have to pay these extreme high power bills and light bills and water bills and HOA bills. You don't have to do that stuff like in different countries because they don't have that. And all that money's going to be in your pocket. Once you decide you want to leave, get your little cheap plane flight. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, the plane flights are even cheaper to go to another country. Man, you can book, like you can literally book a flight from a different place in America to another place in America. It'll come up $600, $800. I automatically know. I know. You book a flight to Thailand like I did. Guess how much the flight would cost? $300. See what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing to go to the other country. But here in America, they want to charge you an arm and a leg just to go to Iowa, just to go to Nebraska, just to go to New York. They'll charge you an arm and a leg for that. And then you don't spend $1,000 just for a round trip on a plane flight already. Not even the where you're going to stay at. That's going to hit you too. See what I'm saying, folks? Things can be a lot better on you if you decide to do something totally different from what you ever did before. Stretch your faith out. Expand your consciousness. Try something new. Everything that you have, everything that God has destined for you may not be in America. You ever thought about that? It might just be in another country. Your soul tribe might not be in America. They might be in Ghana, Africa. You know what I mean? They might be in the Philippines. You don't know until you go, but you can't be afraid. You can't live in fear all your life and be afraid of the unknown, folks, because you will only find out there's nothing to be afraid of. How do I know? Because I've been doing it forever. I've been moving from place to place by myself ever since I left my mama's house back years ago. And I ain't never looked back. I always go forward. So I hope this video was a big help for you, man. This is the real, genuine, authentic way of how I moved to Thailand, how I'm going to Thailand, what I did and everything. Y'all been following me. Y'all know my story and what I went through and stuff like that. If you want to continue to watch my story and see me take this little trip or whatever, make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow my new channel too below. Trenius on tour. That's why I'm gonna be posting a lot of those tour videos where I'm gonna be like in different countries and stuff like that. So make sure you go subscribe to me down there in the comment section at the top. Yeah, man. This is how you move to Thailand from the United States of America. It is possible. It's very, very easy. Run this video back over if you have to, if you still don't get it. Okay. I think I gave y'all all the facts, all the sauce. With that being said, make sure you subscribe, man. I'll see you on the other video. Peace.